offseason signing that it was. What does he bring to this?
You can't do that, and Derrick Henry won't allow you to do that.
Well, he brings size, he brings intimidation, he brings the fact that you have to run the football. But you start looking at their team overall, yes, they want to make Lamar the MVP and let him pass the ball over the place. But if you want to win a Super Bowl, you have to be able to put your hands in the ground and run that football, and they can definitely do that with Derrick Henry.
And against Kansas City, you want to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. You want to have those long drives, 5, 6, 7-minute drives with running the football and running the clock.
Derrick Henry is 6'3", probably 240 pounds. You cannot hit him up top. You cannot, because he has a deadly stiff arm. You have to hit him low. You have to hit him in his knees. You have to be able to wrap up and wait for the cavalry to come.
Remember when we first started on the show and we saw the high school all-star tape, and he looked like
he was a high school All-American, yeah.
Against little boys, and you said that's not even fair. Well, it sometimes looks the same way out here.
Yeah, he's definitely an intimidating factor. But once again, they have to feed him the ball. They got 2 big tight ends. They got a lot of weapons, but he has to be the featured guy.
And Chris Jones taken to the field as well. Chris Jones with the big contract, and there he is on week number 1.
I just think he's the most dominant defensive player in the last couple of years in all of football. I mean, he's just amazing. He can line up anywhere on the defense. His enthusiasm, his energy, and just coach, he gets better. The bigger the moments, he gets better.
Yeah, we were at the stadium last year. He was not playing. He was in the press box, and we said that's going to be a big problem for them. They got him signed the next week. Their defense took off when he came back. He is a great, great football player.
And what happened week 1? We saw Detroit get all over Kansas City. How about Trent McDuffie? You were just mentioning his game. What stands out to you?
He's just an outstanding young cornerback. I mean, this is a young man that can play outside at the cornerback position, or he can come inside and play in the slot. But he's also a great blitzer. He's not afraid to tackle. He's just a great playmaker, and they got a special guy.
And without L'Jarius Sneed this year, he's going to now be the #1 guy. He's going to be on the best receiver.
And he can definitely handle it.
And that's exactly what happened.
We felt like it was a must-win for us because we did not want to go into that dome and have to play you guys and have to face you guys on that fast turf. It would have been very difficult to beat those guys.
Let's take it back out to Kansas City and Maria Taylor.
All right, appreciate it, Jack. You know, one guy who made a really big impact as a rookie for the Chiefs was Rashee Rice, but much of the focus over the offseason was on his arrest after a street racing incident that left multiple people injured. So, Mike Florio, as we bring you back in, why is Rice still eligible to play tonight despite facing some felony charges?
Well, Maria, 10 years ago, the league began to use paid leave, technically known as the commissioner exempt list, for players who are facing certain charges but have not yet been convicted. And usually, 1 felony count is enough to make a player eligible for paid leave. Rice faces 8 felony counts, but the difference is the league typically uses paid leave for situations.
Another nugget for you with Mahomes, right? One thing he said, he did go in, he went, hey, there's no defense that I haven't seen. And I said, really? Like, even if you don't have to study it during the week? He's like, I've seen it at some point. So he's getting to that Brady level of where he feels like there's nothing you could throw at him that he's not prepared for.
Even though I don't think they're going to three-peat,
yes,
you got to understand and respect that.
Right.
The thought process of, I've seen it all. You don't see everything just because you show up and play. That's dedication. That's film study. Understanding what you see. So now you take that along with his ability to create plays, extend plays, throw the ball down the field. Those are the Mahomes rules that I talked.
In the same accurate. That would get the attention of the 85 Bears. This is a fantastic matchup out here tonight.
It has the attention of Chiefs Kingdom and the Kansas City Chiefs, but they've got offensive stars in Mahomes and Kelsey and company. These were the 2 best defenses in the NFL last year. The field is littered with some of the best offensive stars. It's the perfect way to start the National Football League season. The 105th NFL season set to...
Emmy Award-winning powerhouse singer-songwriter Coco Jones.
Patrick Mahomes.
The Chiefs attempting to do something no team has ever done, win 3 straight Super Bowls. Patrick, a slight delay to this one, but how prepared is this team to meet that challenge?
Yeah, I think the guys are just ready to step on the football field and play. It's been a long offseason, a lot of fun, but now it's time to get back to football.
The Ravens have a long history of outstanding defenses. How do you approach this one tonight?
You gotta be patient. It's a great defense and a great football team, and we know that. It's gonna be a lot of fun out there.
Travis Kelce told us this week he wants to make sure that you go down as the best quarterback to ever play the game. How do you two make each other better?
I think we just go out there and have fun. That's what football's all about at the end of the day, is having fun and going out there and playing hard with the guys beside you.
Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Melissa, thank you. Andy Reid starting his 26th consecutive year as a head coach, 12th in Kansas City, where he's become the 5th head coach to win at least 3 Super Bowls. John Harbaugh on Andy's staff in Philadelphia before being hired by Baltimore. Now his 17th year as the Ravens head coach, highlighted by winning Super Bowl 47. 75 degrees, overcast. They're lined up closer to the return men, so if the ball is kicked into the 20-yard target, it must be returned. Touchbacks come not to the 25, but the 30, and the feeling is we might see a lot of touchbacks to start the season. Deontay Hardy back deep for Baltimore, along with John Kelly. In 5 months, the party ends with a table for 2 on Bourbon Street. The journey to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans begins. The 105th NFL season is underway with a touchback. The ball comes to the 30, and here's the Ravens off. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, 1.5 yards, not much more. The handoff coming from the man who won the MVP. Starting at 7. Big receiving threat, Zay Flowers, the rookie star a year ago, the big turnover in the championship game.
Treatment from the officials.
Ronnie Stanley, the veteran of that front, injured much of last year. Andy Reid takes the penalty, 2nd and 13. Mark Andrews in the slot closest to you. Lamar. Chase throws it to Hill, complete. Not about the penalty yardage back. Not much more. Jawari Connor, who's the starting nickel, sets up 3rd down.
Here's going to be the story of the night for Kansas City. You've got Chris to replace 3 players to be able to hold up against Chris Jones and the Chiefs.
3rd and 11. The heat's coming. Lamar gets out of the way. Flips it to Justice Hill. Had to get to the 1st down line at the 40, and he did. Hill out of bounds for a 1st down. So on 3rd and 11, Jackson escapes, and the Ravens get a big gain to the 47-yard line.
So Derrick Henry comes in for the first play of the game, and not much of a gain, and Justice Hill comes in to be that.
Big pickup of 18 yards for the 6th-year man out of Oklahoma State. He backs up, and it just says 1,000-yard after 1,000-yard season. Henry, 8 years with Tennessee. Got a lead blocker, and he's got it. He also got an armful of Chiefs defense. No gain on that one. Chris Jones there. Here are the rest of the KC defenders. They're missing L'Jarius Sneed, one of their star corners, traded to Tennessee in the offseason. 2nd and 9 for Jackson. Lamar has it deflected, and it's incomplete. Flag is down. Leo Chenal chasing after it after getting the tip. And it looks like this is going to be another illegal procedure on Baltimore. And he might decline this. Let's see.
Illegal formation by the offense. Number 65 is lined up in the backfield. This penalty's declined. It's 3rd down.
So, Mike, let's think about this for a second. That means they gave him a warning.
No targets, tight end at the top of the screen. 2nd and 2. Henry running right to the goal line and in. Let's see. Yes, he is in for the touchdown. On his first drive, Justin Tucker. On for the extra point out of the hold of Jordan Stout. Operation's good. The Ravens picked up 3 first downs on that drive, as many as they need to the house. 5 plays, 67 yards, and 2 minutes and 19 seconds. 7 apiece. Butker kicks this into the end zone, and the Ravens will take a knee, and that touchback brings it to the 30, and here's Melissa Stark.
Mike, after the Ravens' opening drive, 2 members of the Chiefs defense, Trent McDuffie and Malik Herring, went into the medical tent.
City defense, if you could possibly play, had a lot to do with that rain.
From the 30, Jackson floats it out. Likely the tight end's got it across the 45. Gain of 15. First down. Isaiah Likely, 3rd year out of Coastal Carolina. And Chris, when Mark Andrews was hurt at the end of last year, Likely stepped up.
He did, but really what's happening here is the Ravens have already established the running game. And so Isaiah Likely was able to get a one-on-one route down the field as those linebackers step up. You don't just tackle Derrick Henry. You got to get a little forward momentum going, right? And that's what makes it so difficult to cover one-on-one on the back end. Likely's like having a receiver out there.
Henry, his time stopped at the line of scrimmage. Chiefs in there, Derek Nottie, the seventh-year man out of Florida State, picking number 91. There for the stop, no gain.
Well, early in that first drive, we saw Chris Jones kind of take over and
Justice Hill is the back. Chiefs bring 3. Jackson flips it out. Flowers goes down low to avoid the McDuffie hit. As those two exchange pleasantries before 3rd and 6. Offensive coordinator for Baltimore, Todd Monken, year 2. Good college run at University of Georgia. Interviewed for a couple of head coaching jobs with the Chargers and the Panthers. Back here running the Ravens offense this year.
yeah, and one thing we've seen out of Lamar Jackson is he looks pretty confident in this offense in year 2. He looks a little more in control of it at the line of scrimmage, directing traffic and making some decisions out there.
They need 6. Pressure comes. It's Hill out of the backfield. Beautiful open field tackle by Justin Reed, the safety. Stops him after a gain of 2. And Baltimore will punch it away.
That's what you have to do when you're playing Baltimore. Baltimore is a team that prides itself.
Scout drops the nose down. Try to pin him back deep. Hartman, fair catch at the 10. The kick is 40. It's all net. Kansas City will take over at the road 10. For drive number 2 of the Chiefs season. Shown the sideline by Brandon Stevens, but Malik Harrison missed the tackle.
Out and make big plays just like that. Mahomes knows how to work it. A little like a Travis Kelce cannon.
23 and 19, and now Pacheco on the ground. Kyle Hamilton says, enough of this. The safety with the big hit. Here is the Baltimore defense.
Namdi Manavike, McKinney North High School. Michael Pierce.
This defense is all over it, limiting the game to just the yard. When you saw the names go by in that lineup, you heard Namdi Matabike, Justin Matabike changing his name. Justin, outstanding, was the name he was known by. Outstanding player who has made a household name for himself, Chris, with terrific play the last couple of years.
Believe me, everybody in the league knows what his name is. He has been fantastic. 13 sacks, the most for any interior defense. Talked about it. 2 years of trying to get back on the football field, and big time here on opening night.
Clock runs down. First quarter comes to an end. Ravens 7, Chiefs 7. It's time now for our eccentric.
Nạ bí nhá. Nạ bí. Nạ thiết. Bí. Anh sẽ lấy mèo cho em nhá. Mèo đâu rồi? Chơi ơi, cho mẹ mèo sớm nè. Con bảo mẹ nhà cho con. Đâu nữa rồi? Anh ơi, con đừng có chơi nhá. Để mẹ nấu cơm.